Well, here's a little 125 watt Westinghouse mercury vapor light. Oh, it is a Lifeguard. Look at that. I actually own a Westinghouse Lifeguard bulb. Unfortunately, I don't have a 125 watt ballast to properly run this thing on. Closest thing I got is a 175. Of course, that used to be a 150 watt high pressure sodium light. That's why it's got the yellow 15 sticker. As you can tell, I mean, it goes without saying, this thing is cooked. There's just barely any light getting through that thing. It looks to me like it's been over ballasted. Because this is like how bad the 250 watt mercury vapor bulbs would always get. That my dad used to put in our 400 watt yard lights. After 2 years, the arc tube was just 100% blackened. Anyways, we already got our adapter in here. I highly doubt it's even going to work. We're probably just going to add this video to the archives, just like I had to with this little guy here. This is a 175 watt metal halide, and it's also pretty darkened, although you can see through it a lot better. What the heck? Oh, do you see that? I didn't notice that with this light before. Look at, there's like soot or powder in there rolling around. Huh. And I've tried this light multiple times and tapped on it and yelled at it, and it never did fire up, so it's definitely cooked. It was actually running on a 250 watt ballast though, so no wonder. I'm surprised the friggin' little thing didn't pop. Alrighty, what do you think it's gonna do? 3, 2, 1. Nothing! I was excited to see this one try and work. Well, I threw a 40 watt incandescent in there. I'm just curious to see if that adapter is maybe our problem. I doubt it, but... Wait, what? Surely that would have lit that bulb a little bit. Why wouldn't it work? Okay, well you missed the initial start. I immediately shut it off again. I guess I just didn't have this screwed in far enough or something? I don't know. But it works! Oh my gosh! Look at how dim it is! Like I can't see like any light except for in the very middle. A little wee bit on the edges there. Oh man, that's so cool. I didn't expect it to work. Oh, it's sounding kind of funny. Yeah, that bulb is not happy. I'm not letting that thing warm right up in here. Now I'm curious to see if maybe this little guy will fire up now. Oh! It's trying. It's like arcing in there. Ooh, that looks neat. That's weird. I didn't think a probe start bulb would arc like that. I wonder if it's just arcing through that soot. That's probably what's happening, eh? That's cool, man. I didn't think these bulbs would work, so it was just this stupid little adapter the whole time. Well, that's exciting. Let's take it outside. She's doing the same thing. She's just doing a flicker. Wonder if it's cycled for a really, really long time and that's what created all that soot, and then it just finally gave up the ghost, I guess. I don't know. That's about all this bulb's got in it, I guess. It's just a dim little flicker. Well, I guess that's all she wrote for this little guy. Cool. It's better than doing nothing at all, I guess. Alrighty, time to let the mercury bulb rip. Sorry, I just gotta tweak the focus a tiny bit more there. I wonder if this thing would clean up if we left it on for a while though. There, that's more, this is more how it looks in real life to me. There's only light emitting from the very center of that arc tube. Put that back on auto. Although as you can see, it's actually lighting it up around here a little bit. Turn the focus back to auto, I guess. It's plenty bright enough now to be able to do its thing. Well, this thing's been running for about 2 hours now. And as you can see, it's basically just a 175 watt nightlight. And it's kind of neat. In real life here, it does seem to have a tiny bit of a darker tone to it than a brand new clear mercury. So I guess the color does change a tiny bit on these clear mercury vapors when they get really high hours like this. But yeah, just kind of a nice subtle glow right underneath the light here. Peters out quickly everywhere else. I wonder if we'd see the shadow on my house. Oh yeah, just a little bit you can see there. So I guess the light is making it out to the house. Oh, you can see that shadow right there that's blocking the shop's yard light. Gives you an idea how much light this little burnt up light's putting out. She didn't seem to clean up at all. I don't know, maybe it'll look like it cleaned up a bit once we shut her down and look at it. Lots of heat coming from this bulb. She's getting a little warmer than she should, that's for sure. But it's doing it. Well, that's cool. I've got a functional EOL mercury vapor. The couple of 250 watt mercury vapors that I got, the ones that were on both of those 400 watt yard lights over there, were just used until they puked. I hear these Westinghouse Lifeguards are like top of the line when it comes to mercury vapor bulbs. And I noticed it actually has 2 resistors in there. Like it has 2 start probes, one on each end. That's neat. I've never seen one like that before. Is that typical for Lifeguard bulbs? Anyways, let's shut her down and see how much she glows. Oh yeah. She's a glowing. Although it's glowing a lot brighter on camera. Right now it's pretty much too dim to see in real life. You can still see it on the camera. There we go. Ready to rest for an indefinite amount of time. Alright. Can you see through it at all? Nope, it's just as dark as it was earlier. Just see a little bit there. I wonder if this thing does actually have that many hours on it. I don't know. I'm still kind of thinking it was over ballasted. What do you think? Do I? Oh, shoot, my shake reduction's off. Oh, I gotta do that. If I had to guess, this thing was probably over ballasted. Because I don't really know, but do they ever get that burnt in normal use? Like they'd probably, even though it's a rare thing to happen, but they start cycling before. I don't know if I should even go into this because I don't know what I'm talking about. A little bit of a darker green color. Piece of shit. Why do you feel like you gotta just not be focused right now? Look at this shit. Just won't do it. There. Stay focused. It's not hard. Then I get all pissed off and now I can't remember what I was yammering. Oh yeah, the color.